Good afternoon. This is Timothy Zellmer here with Live Free University and Hotel Central Boquete. I'm here with my next door neighbor, Helena, and she and I are going to talk about why do you want to move to Boquete? Why move to Boquete? So why did you move to Boquete?
Okay, so hi Tim. So in my case, I was actually part of corporate America. All right, now I'm obviously not American, but I was part of corporate America, and I had lived in a couple of other places, and I decided I really had enough of the rat race. It was time for me to figure out a different place that I wanted to live, that I could afford to live, that had great amenities, and so I did quite a bit of online research about the area. AARP in the United States promotes Panama as one of the #1 retirement places in the world. International Living does the same. There's several expat groups do exactly the same thing. So I started doing my research, and then I got to the point where I said, to heck with it, I'm going to jump on a plane. So I didn't use a relocation service, but I was fortunate enough to actually choose to stay at Hotel Central Boquete and met with you.
How did you find us?
Actually on TripAdvisor. And Booking.com. Booking.com is like the god, for this.
All those crazy stories about that
yeah.
gringo guy.
So I decided to go ahead and just book a 10-day and come over and check out Panama, because it was not on my radar. Central America is not usually. You have a misapprehension that it's a third world country. It's not anymore. There's no question. Very safe community. And came here and checked out a couple of places, landed up in Boquete because everybody said the weather is phenomenal. You know, the people are great. There are enough expats here to be a nuisance, but not overwhelming as far as that's concerned. There's about 3,500 expats currently here in Boquete.
So there's thousands of expats.
That's correct.
And where are they from? All of
all
them
over
from
the
the
world.
USA? Oh,
all over the world. So I've actually met people who have been from the United States, from England, where I'm from Canada, from Germany, from Austria, from South Africa.
So it's a pretty diverse place.
It's a very diverse place. Very diverse place. And so I came here, met you, of course, loved your hotel, stayed a few extra days, which I hadn't originally planned on. Made the decision that this had everything I was looking for, and jumped on a plane, went back to Seattle, which is where I was living at the time, sold up my house, and moved back here just in January.
Wow. And how long ago was that you were first here staying at the
Just
hotel?
under a year.
Okay. And when did you move here permanent?
In January of 2019.
Wow, so you're a newcomer here.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Yep.
And what was it that you had on your list of things that you really needed to attract you permanently to move out of the States?
Combination of things. I was looking for a really nice climate, something that wasn't too hot or too cold. That was very important to me. Cost of living was important. I knew that ultimately, as far as retiring, and I've retired earlier, that I was going to be able to afford it, and it was a combination of the amenities, and to be honest with you, it was being able to integrate with a community without just kind of becoming one of the typical expats. So I chose to go ahead and learn Spanish, which I'd never touched before I came
That's
here.
great. That's
and
really
you know,
important.
Spanish is the native language of this country.
How did you go about that?
Landed up doing some research online, talked to a couple of newcomers and asked them whether there were any good Spanish teachers. There are several Spanish teachers here that do both individual classes and then also individual instruction. So I actually signed up for a class.
So you didn't speak Spanish before you moved
Not
here?
at all.
Not at all?
Word.
Okay.
Not a word. Not
Wow.
a word. So I highly, recommend that people go ahead and immerse
But
themselves.
it was possible without
Absolutely.
Spanish skills
Absolutely.
to move here. You felt okay
Absolutely.
about
Yes.
everything. How did you get around that?
Okay, so I guess because I'm British, I don't know, but I'm quite outgoing in that respect. And I would go ahead and I would talk to the shopkeepers, and if I couldn't get them to understand what I was talking about, I would use sign language. The shopkeepers know me very well here in town now.
Yeah.
But I also learned very quickly that English is being taught in Panamanian schools, and so if you can find a person who's in their 18s, 20s, or what have you, chances are very good that they actually know some English.
So the younger people you found spoke pretty good English.
Enough to be able to communicate what you're trying to get through.
Okay.
And the Panamanian people here in this town are very used to expats, and so they're aware of our limitations as far as language is concerned. and they go out of their way to help.
And how did you feel meeting people here from Panama?
Very easy, very easy. They're a very genuine people. They really, really want you to be a part of their community, as
Really?
opposed to just kind of being, you know, an expat in a sort of a compound, which there are several here. So they've actually been extremely welcoming. I can walk down the street and Panamanians will come up and hug you, and that means you're kind of, you know, they accept you, which is great.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you're a permanent fixture. I see you're going to school. And who's training you in Spanish? That's super cool. You're doing great with Spanish, by the way. I heard you the other day.
It's trying. It's called un poco español. Just a little bit, and they'll respond.
Are you in one of the schools here, or aren't you doing a tutor? Who's your tutor?
Yes, I have a tutor. So the lady who I'm fortunate enough to have linked up with is a lady by the name of Rennie Kranich. And Rennie actually has been teaching Spanish for many, many years. And her class for me made the most sense because it was, she was going to teach me initially, and that's what she did, how to order things in the store, how to
Basic
ask for what
stuff. Basic essential stuff.
If you had, you know, if you needed to go to a doctor, where did you need to go? You know, how would you talk to a carpenter if you wanted some extra stuff done? You know, so. And she's one of many, but for me, she's fantastic.
Okay, so are you in a class, or is this a private tutoring
situation? No, it's a class.
situation?
It's a class. So the class is a combination of different age levels, which was really great. We had some 80-year-olds in the class.
Wow.
Myself in my 60s, and then we had a couple of 40-year-olds. So it was a great combination.
So are you seeing the benefits of your new Spanish skills? In what way?
Absolutely. Because now I can actually say to somebody on the street, "Hi, how are you? You know, where can I go to get?" You know, that's huge.
Okay.
Go into a restaurant and say, "I'd like the bill now, please."
Yeah, okay.
You know, it's be able to get an appointment with a veterinarian.
Yeah.
Being able to go down and talk to a local doctor. I mean, that's huge. It's huge.
I see. We do a lot of this sort of relocation assistance stuff. I have some things online on YouTube that have kind of gone viral this year for me. And just this week, I had 2 different guys moving here, staying here in the hotel for a week.
Right.
Got him with an attorney. Got him places to live. And that sort of becomes sort of my sideline.
That's what Tim did for me. He actually introduced me to a couple of people and said, "Have at it," and here we are.
Yeah. So you rented a house.
I rented
right
a house right
my
next to
door
here.
neighbor.
Yes.
Yeah.
I chose to rent a house in town, so Baja Boquete, as opposed to Alto Boquete. So the difference between Baja and Alto means high. Baja means low. So the actual town of Boquete is surrounded, it's kind of like they call it the bowl. It's like a bowl.
Yeah.
But it allowed me to not have to actually purchase a car initially. And so I can actually walk to all the restaurants, the supermarkets, hardware stores, everything that you have in Boquete within 10 minutes.
I see. So you live next door and you have this awesome view. I should grab the camera here and turn it so everybody at home can see this awesome view. Check this out. You can see my jacuzzi here and the amazing hortensias and a little bit of the hotel. I'll give you a little 360, but that's the view that you've got right there. The same. Yeah, so it's really awesome. That's the view to the east here. Here's the hotel, the upper balcony behind us, and the entry here to the coffee shop and our drive-through coffee. So I'll put that back here. Just a little look around. They're perfect.
So I would highly recommend for anybody that's actually thinking of coming to Boquete, even for the first time, go ahead and look up Hotel Central Boquete. Tim is the best host in the world. He's really great, and what he doesn't know, he will put you in tune with whoever you need to talk to about anything, which is great.
Well, excellent. I think we're going to do a couple more short videos because she's really fresh and has had such a great, quick experience of moving here and things really coming together for you. My name is Tim Zellmer here at Hotel Central Boquete and Live Free University. Thank you for being here. And is there anything else you want to say to round it out?
Just absolutely consider Panama as what can be your perfect new home.
Yeah, Boquete, Panama. Here we are. Thank you very much. We'll see you next time.